Good day, guys. This is Kenzo, XTRAHOT-FOREX. So today I just want to tell you, or maybe just made this video for you in a different way. It's not a daily analysis or a weekly analysis. It's just a video that is going to maybe change the way you see things in the market. And these disciplines that I'm going to share here, those things, if you follow them, if you really follow them, they can really change the way you see the market, and you're going to see some like slightly small changes. And once you still repeat those things, then it's where you're going to see the bigger change, right? So these points, there are very few. I'll just start with the first one. So let's go to the first one. These things, obviously, guys, you can just apply this thing whether you trade currencies, whether you trade indices, gold, metals, whatever. As long as you apply these skills, they go into really help you to make a change or to start to see a progress in your trading career. You see, I hope you will go. You're going to follow this. So the first one is the market pays you to be disciplined. So this is quite simple. It means once you start to be disciplined, you start to do things by certain rules. You start to follow the rules that you're going to follow. Then once you follow those whatever trading plans that you have, the market is going to pay you those profits. Actually, it's when the market is paying you. Why? Because you go in the same flow of the market. You don't go against the traffic, because if you do that and if you act smart in the market will obviously punch you, right? So mostly is disciplined. If you are disciplined, it's equals to like more profits. You're going to get enough profits from you being disciplined, because you will be following everything that you're supposed to follow. Okay, so the second one is always lower your trade size when you are trading poorly. So the point here is make sure that you use a very small lot size every time. You know, it's very nice when you have like $1,000 and you still trade with 0.01, 0.02. That is giving you like enough confidence to stay in the market, and you don't even thinking about blowing the account. I hope you understand that. So if maybe you're trading and you see that you start losing, it's where you can also change the lot size. If maybe you were using bigger lot size and you see that within those days that you were trading with a bit bigger lot size, try to reduce that so that you don't lose much. Then at least it's going to give you enough time to see where you done the mistakes. Because if you just keep using a bigger lot size, it means you just trade 2 days, the third day then you're blown, or even one day then you blow the account, which is something that we don't really like when we trade. I hope you understand that, right? So let's move to the next one. Never turn a winner into a loss. You are in profit. Maybe you want to reach certain amount, obviously. Maybe your profit is $150. You want to reach $200. But you know what? You can see that the market is not really doing what you want. The market is not moving the way you want. And guess what? You keep holding those trades. Listen, you keep holding those trades instead of you appreciating whatever the market is giving you. You keep holding. You want certain amount, and the market doesn't work like that. Every cent that you get from the market, it's not yours. Just take it. It's better than to take a loss. So take that profit. Don't wait for your winners to turn into a loss, because I also tell my student like something like this. Sometimes when we trade, where we put the take profit at a certain point, you see. So people, they will be in a very nice profit, but they won't get out. Why? Because there is a line there saying take profit. So they think that the market is supposed to reach there. It seems like the market is forced to reach there. No, the market is not forced to reach there. The market can turn anytime, you see. So instead, they wait for the market, and sometimes they go into losses, or maybe they close that in a very, very small profit. So the best thing that I do is on this one is, I always place trailing stop. If I'm in profit, I make sure that I lock those profits. So when the market is if the market is starting to go down, it will hit my trailing stop. So I'll be in nice profit, something like that. You see, I hope you understand that. Yeah. Okay. So let's go to the next one. I want you to relax, because I want you to understand these things. You can even write them down. So here another one is your biggest losses. They should not exceed your profits. Let's say maybe yesterday you did 200 profit. So today you don't have to lose 300. It means now you're working backwards, because yesterday you make 200, now you lose 400. Something, and this thing is an issue where most traders, they have that issue. They have that thing of they can hold losses very long, but they can't hold profits very long. That it's your habit. Try to change that, because if you see repeating those things, mostly some people, they even repeat these things for the whole year. They repeat this thing for the whole year, because the whole year they lose. When they make, and it's not like they don't make profit. Obviously, when they make that profit, they make very, very small, and you don't even see that. You see, and I also saw this thing on myself. I used to trade fundamental around 2018-19. So before I changed and trade Nasdaq, so the market was no longer moving that much. Even now, the news, they no longer move like a few years ago. I hope that will come back and move like crazy again. So what used to happen is, you might find that maybe we put maybe $60, and we expecting to do what? Maybe to make 200 or 150, whatever. Then maybe we blow that account, you see. Then tomorrow we trade again. Maybe we get into a very small profit, and the market is still moving, guys. Once you are on like that $10, $15, your head is telling you, man, that is profit. Why? Because you never saw that much, you see. Mostly you're going to close that, and guess what? Mostly the market is going to go in your favor, and maybe you are going to make that 200 that you have lost yesterday or day before that. But just because you have this habit of losing, you don't really see the bigger picture. Guys, we don't only have a habit of winning. Even losing is part of the habit, because it means you have skills, and those skills, they always show you the wrong way. And people who are winning, is those skills always shows them the right way. Even if they lose, but 80% of the time they're going to recover. I saw that myself, and I see this in other people. You see, so make sure that your losses, they are not bigger than whatever that you have made previously. So that it means you will always have something extra in your account. Whether you lose, it means the money will be there, and you are still in a very small profit anyway. I hope you understand that. So here is the biggest one again. Another point is develop a methodology, like a strategy. When you develop a strategy, make sure you stick to that. So this is also a threat to most traders, mostly new beginners, because a beginner doesn't mean like you are 3 months in the game. You might have 3 years or 2 years in the game, but whatever that you have, whatever that you're doing, still falls under beginner. Why? Because you might find people, they always change strategies every day. They always looking for a better strategy. They always look for these different mentors. They always look for these newcomers in the market who just make cash very quick. Then they always think maybe there is something like a holy grail and something like that. which is not there. It's not there. You're still going to lose if you don't find something that you can stick on. Find something that you're going to use like every day, something that you're going to perfect every day, because these strategies that we find here in the market, free, sometimes it's free, sometimes we buy them, mostly they're just the same things. So the best thing that you can do, just this is your favor, something that you can do for yourself is try to learn that thing. Try your best to change it to suit the way you trade. Because since you start to be like, mostly you have like more than a year in this game, but you never made any withdrawal, which I understand. But with that small information that you have, stick to one thing, focus on improving that, look for the things that make the strategies to lose and try to change that. And then you have a strategy and focus on that. And the strategy doesn't end there. You have to always improve. You must always improve. I hope you understand that. But even if you improve, the best thing that you do here, or the best thing is, you are using one strategy. One strategy is way too powerful. It's like trading only one pair. It's way too powerful, guys. Way too powerful to use one pair, one instrument. You just focus on that and you apply all this good stuff on top of that. You're going to make it. You're going to make it. No question about that. So let's move to the next one, which get out of your your losers or your losses. If maybe you trade now, you see that you are in the loss is like not coming back anytime soon. Why not close? Because your account is still surviving. You can see the account is going lower slowly. It's better to take a loss than to blow the account. Tomorrow we need you here. We need to trade again. And it's funny because mostly when you stay in the game longer, mostly you end up being a winner. You might lose today, you might get the market in the wrong way, but if you try your best to get out of those losses, tomorrow when the market acts in your favor, it means you still have something extra to put in the market, and you're going to recover your losses. Very slow, not quick. Don't fight the market. The only issue that I see is most of us or most traders, they fight the market, and that is something that makes people to lose, you see. So don't hold your losses very long. Make sure that you close. You can't always be right, obviously. Take the losses, get out. Even if maybe we send you the signal, sometimes you can have the correct signals every day, you see. But when you lose, take the profit, take the loss. Then tomorrow it might be another day, or maybe the next signal might be a very great one, right? Okay. Another one is be yourself. Don't try to be someone else, guys. Don't try to be someone else. The way the social media is active these days is we see so many people who suddenly you just see them as your heroes, or they do the same thing as you do. Then you start to copy what they do, which is a very good thing, just to do what other winners are doing. But it's funny because it's not like really easy to copy someone who is not in your circle. Rather maybe let them be your mentors and stuff like that, so that you can understand the bigger picture. By seeing the pictures on social media, it's a different story. Try, maybe learn from them. Don't just copy things that you don't even understand. Try. I see on this one, I see when the screenshots, as traders do this, we open multiple trades at once, and we post whatever when we made that profit, because maybe we're happy. So beginners or newbies out there, they're going to try to copy that. They see, oh, this method is paying very quick and stuff like that, but they don't really understand that maybe you mastered that strategy. Maybe you understand why you do that. Your account is big. Sometimes the account is not that big, but I have extra cash. If I blow that, I will still have something to refund. Do you have the same method? Do you have the same picture that I have? No, you don't. But you just want to be like me. It's not easy, guys. Try to learn. you can just come to me and say, Kenzo, I want to learn from you. That way it's way too different from someone who just look at my pictures and try to do the same things as I do, because I'm going to explain that thing differently from what you see on the picture. Instead of following and liking your mentor, those people around social media, better contact them. Maybe you can pay them so that they can be your mentor. At least you can learn something from there, even if maybe you don't learn everything. Sometimes you can learn 100% from everyone. The other person, it's you who's supposed to add something on top of whatever that you're doing. Then that way it's how you grow, and it's how you going to get some very great results, right? So on this one, when I say another one is, when you trade, guys, don't take those losses like crazy. Why? Because tomorrow is still another day. Make sure that we are able to come back tomorrow. I think I covered this one, but I think I just mixed them up. Make sure you come back tomorrow. Let me give you example at myself now. On myself, like I trade Nasdaq only, so I like buying Nasdaq. Why? It's on a bullish momentum and it's always uptrending. So it makes my job very easy just for me just to only buy. I'm not saying the market is not going down, right? But that gives me a very nice chance to wait for the market. When it's confirming, I can always buy, do something like that. But when you take those losses or whatever, it's not like I don't lose. I do lose sometimes, but I make sure that I always have something extra in my account to take another opportunity. It's like now you have 1,000 rand and you spend it all. Tomorrow someone comes here with maybe, let's say, I'm just saying, maybe come here with a Rolex watch and you say, guys, I just want to do something with cash and I don't have anything now, and it's only 400. Just because you don't have that extra cash in your pocket, it's going to be difficult for you to buy that. So you must always have something extra so that tomorrow when the opportunity arises, you are there. Even if maybe you can take full advantage of that, but at least you can able to take like 2% or 10% of that. When the market is pushing up, you're there. Simple as that. When the market is going down, maybe you're lost, but when the market is going to return back again, you no longer have anything, which is bad, because mostly the market moves like that. You can see the market dropping like crazy. Maybe some of you lose, some they make money. Then those who lost, they no longer have anything. And just because there are details to charts, they always do this analysis. They will see where the market is going to turn. But are they going to take those trades? No, they no longer have anything. Then a great opportunity just pass while they are just waiting or watching. While they are just watching them, the opportunity is just passing. So make sure you are able to come back. When you lose, think about tomorrow. When you lose, think about an extra signal that maybe you might get. Something like that. So another thing is, when you trade, guys, don't hope. Maybe if you are in those losses, but these things happen when you lose mostly. When you win, you don't think about those things. Don't really hope or wish or pray. I'm not saying maybe prayer is bad or something like that. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, when you open those trades and when they go into loss, don't pray for that to maybe the market will come back, or let me just use hope. Don't hope maybe the market will come back in your favor. If you are wrong, you're wrong. Just get out. You will get another signal. Simple as that. I don't want to go further with this one. So another thing is, there is too much news in the market. There is like fundamental news in the market. Or you can just say, I see people who trade Nasdaq mostly, they will say, oh, you see, I watch CNBC, there is this news, you can just watch Tesla, Microsoft, when the shares are red, we only sell, we do this and that. Hey, as long as you see those things are free or public there, they don't really show you the bigger picture, you see. So what happens if maybe we can stick on that topic? The market, when you check the market, sometimes it's a red. When you check the shares, Apple, Microsoft, Tesla, they're all on negatives. So what happens when the market is turning back? Because the market turns back while they're still red and go to the upside. When they go to the upside is where the market is going to change. Those companies is where they're going to change the color. So it means when you see those red colors there, don't get fooled and say people will say, ah man, the market will just sell, the market will buy. Everyone was going to be a millionaire if they were just following that. So it's not only that, there's so many things that controls the market, guys. So don't worry about the news, guys. Don't worry much about the news. That something that you can worry about is follow the support area, the resistance area, the supply and demand. Those things, they really even if there's news, the market will most of the time the market will respect that, right? So it seems like the video is taking longer, so let's go to the next one. The best thing that you can do again is make little bit every day. Make sure that you make small profits every day. Don't just wish to make crazy profits every day. Those small profits every day, they count, right? So let me move to the next one. If the trade is not going your way, in any given time frame, maybe you've been holding to the trade for some time, just get out. If you are already in that position, try to get out. Don't try to hold. Don't try to be smart. Sorry, drinking and talking is not a good thing at the same time. So don't try to, if you see that maybe you're wrong, maybe when you try to change the time frame, you see that, oh, this thing is actually wrong. Don't try to hold because now you think maybe the market is going to do the way you want. Just get out. You took maybe the wrong position. Get out. As long as it's still very soon, even if it's late, as long as you don't blow the account, just get out as much as possible. You can't always be right. Sometimes you just enter. When you go back on 4-hour time frame, you see, oh, this thing is just a breakout, or this thing is just retesting, something like that. So try to get out as soon as possible. So another thing is, once you follow all those things, now I think you'll be like very, very consistent in your trading. And that is going to build your confidence and control. Once you win like 2 times in a row, you start to have that thing of, yeah, now I see things. Yeah, make sure that that confidence doesn't go over, like go crazy. Make sure that you control that nicely. And that is going to build your confidence. And it's nice because, the more you have that confidence, the more you have the control, the more you see bigger picture, the more you win. Simple as that. The more you win. I hope you understand that. So don't complicate things. Just make sure you are consistent, and consistency comes from discipline. If you are disciplined enough to follow every point that I have mentioned here, it means, you go in places. So, so here it's another one which I like. When you all followed whatever that you followed here, you follow your strategy, you follow whatever, make sure that you scale up. Now you see the bigger picture. You can see, oh, the market is in my favor, the market is uptrending, or the market is downtrending. Why not scale up? Scaling up is adding more positions on that. This is what I was talking about before. Don't just copy people placing many positions at once. They have the reason behind that. If maybe you see that this thing's going to uptrend, just because now you know how to analyze and stuff like that, it's where you can scale up. You can see, oh, my first position is in profit, and the market, I see the market is still pushing up, and I see this small rejection which is giving me the higher low. I can enter again. The market pushes up again. You can just take advantage of that nice uptrend going further and further. Then you're going to make more from only one from only one signal. Only one positive signal is going to give you some very nice trading profits, you see. So make the same type of trades over and over again. So the thing is, now when you mastered your strategy, when you mastered your trading plan, when you mastered your trading psychology, what can you do now? Just repeat. Make the same. This is what I do every day, like especially on my daily analysis, and that is what I do when I trade. Make sure you just repeat that now and then. Why? That it's a formula which works much better. It's like a formula, let's say maybe at a restaurant where they just sell, let's say KFC, they just sell chicken, whatever. So they just repeat the same thing. They don't really change. And it's been like that for some time, maybe more than 50 years now. You see. So they don't really change that. They just do the same thing each and every day. Each and every day. So repeat the formula which is working. Don't just change everything, but you can always improve, right? So I think another thing is maybe in the market doesn't know if maybe you are a beginner or maybe you are still intermediate or a pro. The only thing that can make you a pro is to be disciplined and understand how risk management works. I'm not going to add more. To be the same as pro, just start to think differently. Don't just rush trades. Don't just always ask for signals. Wait and see. Where should I take the trades? Is this the right position to take the trades? Something like that. So don't overanalyze. This is the last one. Don't overanalyze. Mostly people, they overanalyze when they're losing mostly. But the best thing that you can do is, if you don't see the right structure, if you don't see the right trend, if you don't see that, if you see that your trends line, they don't really connect, why are you forcing trades? Don't overcomplicate things and don't overanalyze, because once you start to draw those things, even if those things, they don't really connect, it's where you're going to see a different picture and you'll think maybe there is an opportunity to take. And when you take that, you're going to lose because you were just forcing things to happen the way you want them. Remember, the market is always the boss. Then you just need to obey. If it shows you that, you know what, the market is like this, I'm still far from the supply on demand, or I'm still far from support or resistance, why do you have to jump in the market? Don't you have other things to do? Go play games with other kids. Do something different. And then that is going to help you, because you are not going to be always in the market. And another point is, mostly when you have this type of rules, most of the time it means you are not going to be in the trades. People who always lose, they are always in the trades. They always trading. I don't understand if maybe there's opportunities every day. Yes, I understand that opportunities, you can have those opportunities every day, but not the whole day. People, they take 3 days to trade. They take weeks to trade. I can sometimes, even myself now, I think on Friday I did not trade. Even on Thursday I did not trade. But just because you deal with different people in the market, they always want to be in the trades, even if there's no that opportunity. There's nothing that you can see. There's nothing that you should trade there. Just because the market is going up and down, they think that, oh, that is an opportunity. That is a way of losing. Always trying to be in the game. You see. I hope maybe this might help, guys. This is Kenzo, Extra Hot Forex. I don't want to take much of your time. Bow.